Hello my dudes and welcome back to Enchant the World. We're going to be looking at foods, consumables, Wixies, getting our armor up perhaps even. So let's jump in. Alright, here we go. Now only one of my spellbooks is level 3 because only one really needs to be. I believe I can put my powerful spells in my Archmage's spellbook and leave my green one to simple utility like Mage Leap and the like. So what's the first thing on our agenda? Well, food. Look at this. I've only got 9 steaks. There's a lot at stake here, as you can see. So we're going to be seeing if we can make a food source that's perfect for us as wizards. Now, if you look at source berries, here we go. You can see these are used for a lot of interesting types of food. And some of those have magical properties, so a sourceberry pie will grant mana regeneration when consumed. And it's got a saturation of 4.5, not too bad. There's also sourceberry rolls. They're not quite as good, but also they require milk and wheat dough. So I think a sourceberry roll is not quite as good as a sourceberry pie. So we're going to be seeing if we can wrangle together the items we need to make ourselves a sourceberry pie. We've got wheat on farm, no sweat. Also mage bloom and sourceberries are not going to be a problem. Likewise, sugarcane is growing, or at least I think it should be growing, down on the Whirly Sprig farm. The question is, how are we going to get eggs, and how are we going to get pie crust? Well, I believe that upstairs, wait, no. Yeah, here we go. So we've got a few more monsters in here, chilling. Now, the chicken over here does not actually create eggs for us in the Drigme farm. If you look in here, there's only 4 eggs, and that's because I've been putting eggs in here. So what we can do, since eggs do spew out of this containment jar, we can use a starbuncle to pick up the eggs that fall on the floor and drag them back to this chest. That's a good idea. Now we also put Howard the duck over here in a jar as well, but likewise, I don't see any duck eggs in here, so he's not really creating that many interesting things. Tell you what is cool though, so we put the necromancer, not the druid over here. Where is the necromancer? There he is at the back. So an Iron Spells and Spellbooks necromancer in a containment jar. Check this out. He is actually creating for us arcane essence. That's insane. He's also creating random spell scroll drops. That's really powerful. So if you're playing at home, capture one of these dudes in a jar. That's crazy. Really good. Going to be great for us when we jump into Iron Spells and Spellbooks. Anyway, let's go get that starbuncle set up. Now also, it probably hasn't escaped your eyes that I am absolutely naked, and that's because we've put all of our armor sets now on armor stands. Look at this. And so we just have an array of gear to choose from. Now, because the gold set that we have is the most magical, that's the one I'm going to be putting on. Oh yeah, but we've also got these extra dummies that are going to be great for maybe some Iron Spells and Spellbooks armors, and also maybe some Ars Elemental armor as well. The Geomancer set will be great once we get some netherite. Now also you'll see these weird holes in the floor, and that's because you guys have said that, you know what, why do you keep using these waystones to get up and down floors? And that's a good point actually. You know, waystones are a bit bulky, they're not really designed to be going between floors. Instead, we're just going to make some simple elevators. They do exist in the mod. They're not quite magic, but you know what? They're not really that non-magic, you know? So from elevator mod, a white elevator, pretty simple. All it takes is ender pearls and wool. But we want a wool that's, you know, correct for the tower. So we're going to see if we can get some green wool. Oh, no, you know what? We're also green and brown wizards, so we'll use the brown wool for this. So a brown elevator. We've got loads of ender pearls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 floors, maybe 7 floors. That should do. Let's fall all the way to the bottom. Ooh, now that's lucky. I didn't die because I've got, obviously, the Ritual of Flight up and running. So, a brown elevator here. A brown elevator here. Brown elevator here. And this goes all the way... Wait, it doesn't quite go all the way through the tower. Well, this is kind of the top floor anyway. There we go. So how do elevator mod blocks work? Well, if you crouch on them, you go down. Oh yeah, like an elevator from any other mod. And space makes you go up. And that means we can start removing some of the waystones we have lying around. Cool. So the Starbuncle, we're also going to give him a bed because otherwise he'll get lost, probably fall out the tower, and that's no good. Do we have any lying around? No. But a Mage Bloom bed is pretty simple to make. Just a bunch of Mage Bloom and feathers, but of course, again, we're going to give it a color, and we're going to give it the color green. And we'll park him over here by the elevator just to keep us company. So down he goes. Oh wait, we need to make him green as well. So left click on the Starbuncle, shift right click on there, and he will store eggs. Oh look, he's done the first one over there. And now we have a way to gather eggs from these jars. Amazing. You might have also noticed actually, so we filled the flower boxes, now that the Whirly Sprig Garden is in full effect, with a whole bunch of tall Botania flowers. They look pretty pretty. Pretty pretty? Yeah, pretty pretty. And it's just honestly great decoration for these mage floors. Honestly, all of the floors look super good. Now you've also probably wondered, hang on a sec, why has this room changed? Well, we were getting way too much amethyst. Like, I mean, literally, look at all this. It's crazy. We only really need an amethyst farm that's half the size. Honestly, this is probably even way too big as well. And that means we can use this area to set up what's going to be our potion making area. I want the potion making area to be close enough to the storage lectern because the potions we're going to make are going to require a lot of materials that we have stored inside our lectern. And of course, let's get rid of these waystones. No, Starbuncle, no, drop it. Drop it now. Where's he put it? There we go. Oof, bad Starbuncle. There we go, and that's made things much, much neater. We are, however, going to want to have a waystone that gets us to our tower, and we'll put that on the ground floor. I guess over here at the back. We still need to decorate this room. We've given it a bit of decoration. This is lasting integrity. In the form of some pillars, some bookcases on the top, and also, check it out, we've got some of these firefly particle spawners from Twilight Forest, just to give us a bit of light in the room. Now, I've also got the ritual of containment going on here. There's no real reason to ever stop this ritual from running, because it only uses source when it actually stores monsters. Oh no, look at this. So maybe this is a bad idea because it looks like it's accidentally stored some of these random dudes that have been walking by. Okay, food for thought. Maybe that's not a good idea, but we'll leave the ritual running because, yeah, honestly, it's kind of a good security system, right? Yeah, sure. And also over here, there's space for another ritual, because there's some other cool rituals we might want to do. Like, for example, there is a ritual that will stop this problem we have going on over here with the jars. It's a ritual that is going to make monsters not spawn in a small area. The tablet we're looking for is Sanctuary. Denies hostile mobs from naturally spawning in a 32 block radius. Augment with rotten flesh to increase the radius by 1, up to 128. Cost source once a minute if a spawn is denied. Now, we're not going to use it yet because we can kind of sleep through the night, and I have a theory that this ritual is going to be very expensive on source. Which reminds me, I'm running out of barbecue. But anyway, God, what was I doing? I've totally forgotten. So, sauceberry pies. We've got the eggs on farm, and we've got sugarcane in the Whirly Sprig farm. That should be fine. It's the pie crust that could be tricky. Now, milk. How do we get milk? Is there a way for us to magically farm milk? There's different types of milk, obviously. Milk buckets, milk bottles, soy milk, and what have you. So, yeah, milk bottles. Oh, whoa. So look at this. 1 milk bucket becomes 16 milk bottles, and that instantly makes the recipe so much cheaper. And we're not going to need an insane amount of food. So honestly, this tracks as probably the best way for us to make these rolls. So let's go and see if I can grab some bottles. And let's head on over to the farm and milk these guys for all they're worth. Now, also, our Stronghold is coming up. We've got an amazing looking base right now. Pretty cool. But the one problem is this ugly supply camp. It doesn't fit the aesthetic. We need to do something about this. So it's food for thought, but thinking about food, let's make some sweet rolls. So the garden is in full swing, and we're getting a whole bunch of Botania flowers from this setup. Looking good. It's not exactly a very quick speed though. Look at this. 4 mystical lime flowers. Admittedly, the system hasn't been on for very long. We can augment this though by adding some more Whirly Sprigs. So, mental note, add some more Whirly Sprigs to our Whirly Sprig garden so we can get loads more Botania flowers. But look at this guy. He's extremely happy, so more of these should be fine. So let's do it. Glass around these milk buckets. We'll put these back in here so we can make the most maximum. Gets us milk bottles, and there is 64. That's a whole entire stack. That's really good. Put it in the computer. Next up, we need to create the pie crust by using wheat and milk bottles. So that should get us, boom, 64 pie crusts. Toss those into the computer. Now, do we have everything else? We need mage bloom, sauce berries, wheat, eggs, and sugar. There's 8, but it looks like we're low on eggs. Let's go and see if our farm has gathered a few more. No. So it's not exactly quick. Oh, but tell you what it has gathered. Loads more spell scrolls. Oh, and look at this. So even rare spells can spawn here. What do these scrolls do? Well, they're tied to iron spells and spellbooks. Let's try a heat surge. We've got 3 of these, so I'll right-click with this. Whoa. Oh, no. No, how do I put him out? Oh, no, it's okay. He's not going to die. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jeff. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, he survived. That's okay. But yeah, it looks like these spell scrolls don't. Then they do get consumed. Look at that. So I've got to be careful with these. Better not cast them anymore. But Arcane Essence is crazy. You can use it to make all kinds of amazing stuff. Wandering Magician Robes. It's used in other things as well. Make potions. Honestly, when we go into iron spells and spellbooks, that's going to be amazing. But also duck eggs work as well, which is why it's lucky that we've got Howard in a jar as well. So 9 is okay for now. It's pretty good food. We'll get eggs over time. We've got sugar and the rest of it. Put these back in the computer. Now, in itself, this food is great. It's a good food. I love it. But what we want is a way for us to automatically eat this, which is why we're going to be adding, oh my god, so the diamond backpack has loads of upgrades. It's about time we put some upgrades in this backpack. So the upgrades that can go in the backpack are the lighter brown ones, and these softer brown ones are for chests. So what we want to do is find the auto feeding upgrade. So this is the regular one, feeds with food from the backpack's inventory. What does the enhanced one do, the advanced one? Feeds player with food, more options for when food gets fed to a player. Oh, interesting. So with some changes. So we'll see if we've got all the things to make this. We've got the pearls, got the apples and carrots. Don't have any glistering melons because we don't have any melons. For real? Need to get a melon farm on the go. I've got melon seeds for sure. So yeah, honestly, once again, this is something that we can put down with the Whirly Sprig to farm some melons. So a spot for a melon. Yeah, we'll put one here, I reckon. Get the hoe out, hoe this ground, and this ground as well. Oh, there's already a melon in there. That's weird. So it automatically puts seeds in from something in your hotbar. Okay. Now can we bone meal melon? Yeah, you can. Obviously. There we go. And we'll just prepare this ground either side to get some melons. Right, so that should be it. Glistering melon. We'll make just the 2 of these, I reckon. Then the upgrade base, which is just leather, string, and iron. Got loads of that. And we can make ourselves a feeding upgrade. Boom. But again, we want to go to level 2 with this. Only costs diamond, gold, and redstones. So, cheaper than the base for us. There it is. Let's put it into our backpack. Boom. Now, with this in place, we will automatically eat sauce berries when we need to, and it's going to give us... Wait, what's absorption? What have I eaten here? So also be very careful. It will use the food in the top left and work its way down, eating anything that you have. So if you've got some valuable food in here you don't want to eat, watch out for that. But what are the options here? Backpack settings... No, here we go. Advanced feeding settings. So only feed when player is hungry enough to only waste half hunger points of the food at most. Now, what we kind of want to do is... Oh, wow, yeah, I think I ate a golden apple. That's what it was. Still, it's good saturation. It's good effects. Now, we want to make sure that we are eating whenever possible to make sure our health doesn't deteriorate. And it looks like the default settings will do that, so we can leave it as is. So we have sauceberry pies, and we've kind of got this on farm as well. As we get more eggs, we can make even more. There's 2 more to go in the backpack. Oh yeah, really good. And the reason why you want to be using this food again is because when you eat it, it will give you mana regen as a buff. That's very big for us. Speaking of mana regen, it's about time I made an amulet. So if you go here into documentation, we can find under magical equipment, yeah, a dull trinket. We're going to make a dull trinket. Also, a mundane belt. These are two important things that we can make magical to enhance ourselves as wizards. Easy done. The dull trinket isn't hard to make. I think you can actually wear 2 of these as well, so we'll make 2 just in case. It's very cheap, so not a problem. And we've got loads of leather. I think we can only wear 1 belt though, because I'm not that fat. So a dull trinket is used for 1 of 2 recipes. Now, since we can make maybe 2, we'll make both of these. Very cool. There we go. The second one is going to be, 2 gold, 2 diamonds, and the rest source gems. No sweat. The amulet. And we've also actually completed some quests, so it's always good to turn these in. Always, always, always good. In fact, should we just collect all rewards and see? Oh my god. It's always interesting doing that. We've got a wrench, a manual of power, some filthy technology stuff, but also a golden hook. What the dickens is a golden hook when it's at home? Oh, increases experience dropped. That's definitely something we should be equipping. Now, it looks like there's only 1 slot for a necklace, and I think mana regen is superior. We've got mana boost though, just in case, and it might come in handy. So we also want to learn a belt slot. Levitation is useful, especially since we have Mage Leap, because it lets us stop in place. That's going to make moving around much easier. But what does a belt of unstable gifts do? That sounds like it could be incredible. Belt of Unstable Gifts occasionally grants a random positive potion effect for a short duration. These effects can vary in strength. That sounds amazing, but the problem is it could be, most of the time, something we're never going to use. It's also not the cheapest of things to make, and a Belt of Levitation is going to be so good for us, maneuverability-wise, that yeah, we're going to grab some gold, air essence, and feathers. Here we go! Oh man, yeah, so we're going to be fully stocked with magical gear and equipment. There we go, let's get this belt in position. So, we're gonna, where is the belt? There it is, belt. And now we can levitate. What does that mean? Well, oh my god, whoa, oh, so you go up. You don't just hover in place. When you hold crouch, you can, it's kind of weird. I'm not sure if it's because I've got the glyph of flying, but yeah, that's so weird. What does that look like? Yeah, okay, so I'm kind of floating around. Hold down shift, and you kind of hover up and down. Pretty cool. Okay, so we've got food, we've got an amulet, we've got belts. What other curios can we add? We should be fully stocked at all times, so a spell focus sounds like a wise thing to craft to me. And there are a number of different types of spell focus, check it out. So from Ars Elemental, oh, don't look at him. Look at the ground, look at the ground. Oh, that was close. So there's the focus of air, fire, water, and of course earth. There's also a focus of summoning if we want to be summoners. Oh, and a focus of block shaping that lets you use moving blocks as damage. Interesting, we'll have to check that out. But for now, we're going to focus on making a lesser focus of earth, amethyst, earth, and gold. Yeah, no sweat, I got all of those things. Oh no, I made a mistake. This is in the imbuement chamber. Ah, interesting. So we're going to have to imbue this rather than use the enchanting apparatus. That makes it a little bit trickier, but also we're not going to need to make more than 1 of these. So we're going to do a quick and dirty temporary setup. Yeah, there we go, creating the lesser focus of earth. Now we are earth wizards, and this will help us cast earth magic, but the question is, what are earth magic spells? Well, when we go over to glyphs, we can discover that if you hold down shift on break, this is from elemental earth, so this focus is perfect for helping us mine. I believe the focus actually halves the costs of earth spells. I'm not sure if the lesser one does, but the greater one certainly does. How do we make the greater focus of earth though? This requires a mark of mastery, which might be a good thing for, oh wait, whoa, what's this? Anima essence. No, oh, you know what? We can actually make anima essence now. So let's do it. Bone meal, golden apple with a skeleton skull. So the Wither Skeleton Skull, the Golden Apple, we'll just toss some bone meal over on the other side. Oh yeah, now we will get a proper setup for this setup in the room below. But for now, we just want to make this quick and easy. So the Mark of Mastery, one of every single type of essence around the Wilden Tribute. So we can do this. One of those ones, one of these ones, one of those ones. And the Pièce de Résistance, the Anima Essence over here, combined with the Wilden Tribute. Here we go. Now this doesn't actually need the lesser focus at all, so we could have gone straight to this. I thought it was going to be a direct upgrade path. Turns out it's not, because... Oh no, wait, no it is. Whoa, oh my god, you get 5 of these. Ah, that's so useful. That's so good to know. So one of these over here, the lesser focus, it is used to make the bigger one. And that's all it takes, just the one of those. So these are also used for some pretty crazy other stuff. We can use this to, oh my god, look at this. So we can use this to make the Geomancer set. Good to know. Once we get the Netherite at least, and there's 4 of them, so that's perfect. It's like fate. Master of Earth, there we go. We have become Earth Lords. So the focus of Earth, attuned to Earth. Glyphs of this school will be amplified and discounted. Whoa. The lesser focus as a drawback will weaken glyphs of the other elemental schools, but the major focus also grants mana regen while the wearer stands underneath Y0. So when you're underground, that's when this works. Oh, that's amazing! So this is going to augment our earth magic loads. Now we're going to look into what it's going to take to catch a Wixie. Now, a Wixie Charm is not an easy thing to do. We're going to need to find a witch out in the world. So a Wixie Charm is used by getting a Wixie token and combining it with these things in the enchanting apparatus. Cool. And this is obtained by using Dispel on a witch that has less than half health. So we need to learn the glyph Dispel. Very important. Probably quite easy to learn. Yeah, oh my god, we need milk buckets. Well, I've got the purple essence at least. Time to get some more milk. Right, so onto the bench with these milk buckets. You don't get the buckets back for this recipe though, so bye-bye buckets, I guess. We're gonna miss them. Oh, look at this guy. He's holding on to his amethyst. I think we destroyed his home over there when we broke one of the chests, so now he's just hiding in the corner because he's got his amethyst, and he's just sad. He misses his home. You can go and live with this guy. Don't be sad. We want this to be projectile. And we want it to be Dispel. Where is Dispel? These are arranged alphabetically, so C, D. There we go. Now, quickly, before night ends, we've got to go and find ourselves a witch. How are we going to find a witch? That's a really good question. So, where do witches spawn? I think they kind of spawn everywhere. So if we just fly around at nighttime, we should get lucky. There's a croc. Let's engage speed. I am speed. So witches, come on witches. Snow creepers. A frog. Ooh, maybe a witch's victim. Loot in the chest. Don't mind if I do. Oh, what's this? Crimson Stone Enhancer Relic. I definitely heard a witch. Maybe there's like a dungeon underneath here. Get out of here, scum. Yeah, there's a witch. I hear a witch. Somewhere. Where are you, witch? No, she's below. Ah, yes, this is some kind of dungeon. Amazing. So where is this witch? Oh, no, that is a skeleton. There she is. Oh, amazing. Perfect. Oh, God, there's spawner. Okay, so we've got to be very careful here. We need to get the witch low on health. So we'll dig away the iron bars. Now, be very careful. I might just punch her. Let's get Dispel on the bar. Oh, God. Yeah, it's going to be much safer if I just punch her. Although she has some crazy regen. Oh, she's huffing back potions, that's why. Stop that. Stop that at once. What a potion fiend. Oh my god, why is she drinking so many potions? Where's she getting these from? Not that much damage. Maybe like one harm ball. Oh my god, whoa, that did a lot of damage. I think we can do this. It's going to be annoying, but a harm ball and then a dispel. We did it. Did it work? Yes! Oh my god, and you get quite a few of these. So we have gotten 2 Wixie tokens. Perfect. Now we can begin our potion crafting Wixie setup. Sometimes it is really nice just to take a step back and admire some of the terrain generation, some of the artwork. Minecraft has improved so much graphically over the years, hasn't it? So cool. Oh my god, we can kind of spam Mage Leap now, almost quicker than we regen mana. So cool. So how the devil does potion making with a Wixie work? Well, first up we need to turn these Wixie tokens we've gotten into charms. So it's emeralds, a sapling, a brewing stand, wow, and a crafting table. Oh, oh no! Oh. That little maneuver just cost me 50 years. I hope these guys are still green. Yeah, okay, that's one saving grace. So you can really mess things up if you're not careful using the Dominion wand because, oh my god. Oh my god, indeed. This is a nightmare. Is that 25, 10, 15, 20? Boom. Now we need to make sure the upstairs is connected as well. Yeah, oh man, you can erase so much progress. So much tinkering. All of your settings can be undone by one errant touch dig. There we go. Whew, okay. Oh man. Mischief managed, back to business. Where was I? So, Wixie auto-crafting. We need to make a Wixie token. So it's one of each. We'll put the spruce here, the brewing stand, the emerald, and the crafting table. Then we put the Wixie token in the middle. And we get a Wixie Charm. We'll make one for now because, yeah, I've got the materials to make 2, but we only really need 1. Now, the real point of using Wixies to make potions is the fact that it's automated. It's automated potion crafting that doesn't really exist otherwise. And there's great ways to generate source using potions. But here we go, a Wixie Quadrant, this thing's going to be essential. You get a Wixie Quadrant by using the Wixie Charm on an existing cauldron. Very simple, very effective. I'm just going to put this one down here for now, just to show you how this works. Here we go. So the cauldron becomes a Wixie Quadrant, and look at this little lady. She is sitting pretty amazing. Now, this is auto-crafting. What you do is you tell the Wixie what you want her to make, you attach her to an inventory, and I believe she tries to pull from that nearby inventory to make what you want her to craft. Very simple, very effective. So I think what we can do is use her to make potions. She's not locked to potions though, you can use her to make anything. Automatically craft items for you at the expense of source, so we do need a source jar nearby. A Wixie can be dyed red, white, black, blue, or green. Well, oh my god, my dudes. Music to my ears, let's get the green dye. Yeah, oh, look at her, wow, little kind of nature druid witch. I love it, love it. So basically, she doesn't really create potions, she creates potion fluid and fills that fluid into jars. So we need to make potion jars. There we go, look at this cute little potion jar. Abjuration essence and a source jar. So we'll need a few more of these, which means we need a few more of these slabs. God, you always use more slabs. I think I said this in like the first episode, but yeah, you need a deceptive amount of these slabs. And we'll make 2 of these for now. Well, no, we'll make 4, because we want 4 different types of potion jar. Boom, and we're going to put these around the edge over here. So we'll put one here, we'll put one here, we'll put another one here, and another one here. That's going to be quite a neat setup once we get some more birch tables underneath. So how do we start filling these jars with potions? Good question. So we're going to need some awkward potions and some nether wart. Have I got any nether wart left over in here? 2. Okay, so not that many. I'm going to have to go and gather some more. Also, we need a way to farm these as well. Maybe we can use the Whirly Sprig farm somehow. But for now, over here, we're just going to put down the brewing stand on the floor, but we'll neaten this up when we get the time. Also, we need a way to get water. So you know what? Oh, it's a bit of a meme, but we're going to make the kitchen sink. So boom, eureka, infinite water in the form of a kitchen sink. But again, it ain't no kitchen sink until it's green, my lads. So there we go. Oh, right, so we can use netherworts, we can use strange roots, we can use sprouting fungus, or we can actually use abjuration essence. And weirdly, abjuration essence is the cheapest of those. We'll have to craft some more using source gems, but for now, this is a great way of making awkward potions. Boom, here we go, awkward potions on the way. Oh man, this Wixie. Well, you know what? This is a pretty cool color, but let's try some different dyes. So this is what a white witch looks like. Oh wow, yeah, very cool. And what does a red witch look like? Oh yeah, got those demon eyes, but we're going to go back to green because I like that druid look. Also, that wicked tan. So we right-click the cauldron now with the awkward potion. And, oh yeah, so she's using the storage lectern to take out abjuration essence, which she is then turning into awkward potion that's going over here. Oh, amazing. Now we've got to be careful. Once she fills up this jar with awkward potion, she'll probably try and fill the other jars up with even more awkward potions. So we can make different kinds of potions. What kind of potions are we going to make? Man, there's 11 pages of different kinds of potions. But some of these might be really good for us as wizards. But certainly we want to make a potion of spell damage. That sounds like a really good potion to put inside a jar. So we're going to put some Mage Bloom and some awkward potions over here for one. 1, 2, 3. Grab some Mage Bloom. Oh man, potion making. I've never really done this, but it's actually pretty exciting and pretty fun. Now, how do we make better potions of spell damage? So what about potions of spell damage 2? Even better spell damage. Sounds amazing. So we use potions of spell damage with glowstone dust to make potions of spell damage 2. Okay, well, either way, we've got potions of spell damage now. We can right-click on the Wixie Quadrant. Oh, yeah, she's doing it. She's going over here, grabbing some Mage Bloom, putting it in the cauldron. Uh-oh, Hendrix the Rizlord. Not now, Hendrix. Really not a good time. And she is making potions of spell damage. Aha, and this is going into this jar over here. Amazing. So that's spell damage 1. But we want to make spell damage 2. So we're going to get this other potion of spell damage and add some glowstone dust. I think that's probably the best choice, right? So glowstone dust over here into the potion brewing stand one final time. Glug, 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 spell damage 2. Now we right click on the cauldron with this. And yeah, she's doing it. Look at this. Glowstone dust flying over from the lectern to make us some crazy potions. Amazing. Now it's replaced the potion jar that had awkward potion in because we actually ran out of awkward potion. Basically, this whole process needs 3 things. It needs a reliable source of manipulation essence for the awkward potion, and then it needs glowstone and Mage Bloom to make spell damage 1 and then into spell damage 2. So it is a crafting chain. Now what we can also do is meld potions. If one potion isn't enough, what about combining 2 effects of 2 different kind of potions? Well, let's take another look then. A potion of swiftness, however, that sounds really amazing. Imagine having swiftness on a potion, a bow, and my armor. I'm going to run quicker than Sonic the Hedgehog for sure. Okay, so there we go. We have put down some tables now, neatened up this whole setup. We're going to need 1 more potion jar for the melder, and we're also going to need a potion melder itself. And there we go, 2 potion jars. Now, to make a potion melder, we're going to need abjuration essence, blocks of gold, and blaze rods. This is not a cheap craft, but having double strength potions is pretty impressive. There we go, look at that, a potion melder. Melder mash 'em, stick 'em in a cauldron, absolutely. So how do we get a Wixie to craft more than 1 item? I did think that I'd have to put down loads and loads and loads of different Wixies to craft different things, but it turns out if you put items on pedestals around the Wixie's cauldron, she will use those as requests. Now, I like the idea of having flat pedestals for this, because yeah, we don't want to confuse the area too much, so we'll make 4 short pedestals like this, And these can be basically used in place of normal pedestals. There we go. So here we go. On the pedestal, we put an awkward potion, we put a potion of spell damage, and then a potion of spell damage level 2. So awkward potion here, spell damage here, and then spell damage 2 over here. Now we're going to work out how we place the melder. So if we put the melder in front of these potions like that, oh man, what a beautiful looking cauldron. I think I like the idea of placing this pretty far away though. So I'm going to dig it up. And put this, yeah, right there. That looks like the perfect spot to me. Right, so what we want to do now is get another potion inside this jar over here. We've got awkward potion over there. We want, was it swiftness? Yeah, sure, swiftness. So we need the base potion first, which means putting down the brewing stand, getting all that jazz set up again. God, it never ends. So sugar in here to create the potion of speed. And what this should do is combine potions of spell damage and speed into one potion that will give you both effects. So we need to right-click on the spell damage jar, into the cauldron. Jars must be within 3 blocks. Wait, that is 1, 2... Oh, okay. So we've got to move this thing over now. And you know what? That's fine. Here was good enough. It's fine. So here we go. Potions of swiftness. This will be the last thing we put in her recipe. So we'll go over here and put it on one of those pedestals. So what you want to do as well is lock a jar. So over here we've got awkward potion. Hold down shift right click and there we go. Now you can see this is locked to awkward potion. We also want to lock this to spell damage 2. Locked. And this one is locked to spell damage and we'll dig it up. And move it over here. There we go. Now we kind of wanted to hurry up and make some of these swiftness potions, but what we can do instead is artificially add this to a jar, like this, then lock the jar. Boom, now it's locked. So the melder is now melding swiftness as well. So it's got spell damage 2 and swiftness, wand the melder to your desired potion jar. So right click on the melder, right click on this jar, and it's going to combine, yeah, look at this, these potions into a potion in this jar. There we go. So we have a potion of spell damage and swiftness, both 3 minutes, but that's still a good duration. So how do we get these potions to be drinkable? Well, you can right click with a glass bottle and get a potion that's spell damage and swiftness. Okay, but does Ars Nouveau actually add any kind of potion drinking? And the answer is yes, it does. You can craft a potion flask that holds 8 charges of a potion in one flask. You can also do something that increases the level of a potion, but reduces their duration. And one that increases the duration by 50%. So I kind of like the idea of amplifying our speed and damage potion even more. We can chug it down quite quickly, and it lasts 3 minutes. Even if it goes down to 1 minute, that's still a good duration. So we're going to use loads of abjuration essence around a potion flask, which is abjuration essence, blocks of gold, source gem block, and a glass bottle. Okay, no sweat. There we go. Oh, amazing. So now we've got a potion flask amplify. If we go upstairs to the Wixie room, right click on this potion of spell damage jar on the left, and you can see it's got 3 charges of potion. That'll improve as the Wixie starts to craft more swiftness potions for us. But also, this setup doesn't actually work. The way the Wixie works is she will craft these potions like either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Now, she needs awkward potions to make both the spell damage and the swiftness potion. So what we need to do is add another pedestal that we can add another bottle of awkward potion on in between those. So she has enough awkward potion to make these other kinds of potions, because she needs twice as much awkward potion as the rest of these crafts. So if we put a small pedestal here with another awkward potion on, she's going to make awkward potion, swiftness potion, spell damage 2, another awkward potion. So she'll go around in round robin style and make all the potions we need. This should be renewable. Now, I kind of want to test my spell damage out. Before we do, I'm going to upgrade my armor. I think it's about time. So, thread of spell power. We have all the materials we need now to make this. I'm going to get a blank thread and create this in the enchanting apparatus. So here we go, into our pants, and we're going to replace the magic capacity at level 3 that we have here with the spell damage one. And kablamo, we've got slightly less magic capacity now, but we should do more damage. Now, there's no real training dummies in this mod. I could install a mod that lets us test out our damage, see how much damage we do exactly. But for now, what we can do is go out and find one of those Apotheosis Monsters and see how much damage we do with our spells versus that. I've got my flask of spell damage here. Let's head to the Nether and check it out. Here he is, there's a guy. So, boom, harm ball. Get out of here, scum. Not you. Get out of here. So this guy has chock-a-block loads of health. It's Bella, the Morbius. 94 health, apparently. Oh my god, so easy to kill. We could augment this spell even more by giving it a bit of knockback and a bit of snare. But Apotheosis Monsters now are effortless for us. This has given us an amazing shield that we can augment into our Enchanter's shield. Pretty amazing. Aw man, I feel like we could probably kill any kind of boss the game can throw at us with this. Oh wait, I think I hear a ghast. There he is. This way. Ah, I see him. Okay. In my backpack, I've got some mob yoinkers prepared for this eventuality. God, it's so tricky, this. So we're going to try and yoink this guy. Death from above! And we did it! We yoinked a ghast. Ooh! Amazing news. This is going to be great for our mob farm. Okay, well, let's try and kill this guy as well. Round 2. This guy's got a purple name, so I think he's got some incredible loot on him. Wait, no, let's try our other spells. So, not Combust, because we're in the Nether, most things here are fire immune. But Shatter should work perfectly on this guy. Oh wait, and I should drink my flask to give me some spell damage. How much health does this guy? Oh wow, so 110 health and insane levels of armor, and he's nothing to us. Oh, we are insanely powerful wizards. And check out this shield. Oh yeah, Catpig's Ironforged Shield of the Veteran. It's purple. 3 sockets. Oh, what's this? A chest with some loot. Very nice stuff. Some unique gems, a molten core. Oh, running shoes. Don't mind if I do. In fact, that's probably going to augment my speed even more. Oh my god. Let's see how quickly we run now when we swig the flask. Oh my god. I'm so quick. Let's take a look at that in third person. Oh my god. This is nuts. Look at that speed. So, the flask now only lasts, I think, about 2 minutes from this flask of Amplify, so it hasn't been reduced in duration all that much. Oh my god, I am such a speed demon now. This is absolutely ludicrous. Look at this. Oh, I'm a beast. I'm so quick. Take a spell. Oh, an epic spell scroll, Wall of Fire. That sounds crazy. So there we go, my friends. Oh my god, hang on, I've got to remove these boots. I did not realize you can see my red shoes, but these make me run insanely quick. Thank you for watching this episode where we talked about Wixie Autocrafting. We've set up our Wixie over there. She's autocrafting potions for now, and getting us an amazing buff potion with the potion melder that enhances our magic power insanely. We are incredibly powerful wizards now that can spam spells until the end of time that do insane damage. Nothing can kill us, nothing can even challenge us. Next episode we're going to be looking for netherite so we can get an even better set of armor, maybe that Ars Elemental Tier 4 Geomancer set. But we're getting to the very end of Ars Nouveau now, and we're going to be looking into doing a new magic mod. Let me know in the comment section what mod you'd like to see me jump into. The choices are Botania, which we can use to get some crazy stuff. We can use Occultism to get ourselves a wife, of all things. There's also iron spells and spellbooks. Yeah, you name it, there's loads and loads of crazy things we can do. So keep those comments coming in because I love reading them. As always, a massive thank you for watching. Hit like, subscribe, and until next time, take care.